American dream.
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 And that's the American dream.
I interviewed 8 men on the American dream. The 2 questions I asked them were what are their definitions of the American dream and how have they changed throughout their lives.
My definition of American dream would be to be more than just content or more than comfortable. I'd have to work hard while I'm young, and then after a certain point retire and live comfortably with no worries. I would also like to, I guess that part of that dream would be during the process of doing something that I'd like to, that I would enjoy. I don't know, maybe it's a little bit harder to achieve than people that are older than you that are already there make it seem. Or maybe not even harder, but maybe there's just so much more that goes into it. You know, you're not just, no one hands out opportunities. You got to make them for yourself, and that's just something I've learned.
My definition of the American dream is to be able to pursue any career that you want and to be able to change at a drop of a dime your life paths. Well, for me, being a little kid, of course, I wanted to be a movie star, a baseball player, and then when I was in high school, I didn't want to go to college. I wanted to get a job right out of high school, which I did, but then the American dream kicked in, and I realized I wanted to go back to college, and I did. And I got 2 bachelor's degrees, and I believe the American dream is being able to change your life course at a drop of a dime.
My definition of the American dream is good health, take care of your family, take care of your family's security and future. What else? Being happy, having lots of fun. I didn't care about health when I was younger. So I probably didn't care about health. Didn't really care about future security, meaning like making sure I'm taken care of when I'm older. But I didn't care about that. Always cared about family. Always wanted to be happy. Always like to have fun. So those things haven't changed. But yeah, what changes the things that are going to affect my future from here on out. Those things have changed.
Living a healthy, long life without too many dramatic and traumatic moments in my life. That pretty well sums it up. Probably when I was younger, I used to see how most households had one member of the one member of the family who worked, and traditionally the mother or wife would stay home. But in today's world, both man and woman must work in order to sustain the American dream.
Okay. I was born in 1958 on a kind of a small farm on Long Island, and in my great-grandparents' home that they built. And the American dream to me was purchasing a home, having a blue-collar job in New York, and raising a family with 2 cars, 2.5 kids, and the white picket fence. That was our American dream. Vietnam rolled around. All of my friends went away, and I was the last group of guys to get a draft card. So it's the guilt complex, because all of my friends went except for me and my little age group. So things kind of changed right then and there. Since then, well, I've gone to school and got the blue-collar job, and it was a big union job in New York, and everybody thought that was the greatest thing, except it was quite unfulfilling. And as time went on, it was more important to have a job I was having fun with than making money at. And that's kind of the direction I went.
Okay, my American dream is was formed actually when I was a kid. I was born in 1947,
and which I really don't remember too much about the 40s, but the 50s, you have to realize TV was just coming in around, and we always watched family shows. It was Leave It to Beaver, it was Donna Reed's show, it was Father Knows Best. So my idea of the perfect family was basically a station wagon, a dog, and 2 kids, and a ranch house. That was a very important thing back then, because that's when the Americans started moving to the suburbs. So I always thought if I got to that point, that would be the top of it. I went on to play a little football in high school and junior high school, and I thought it was the American dream. I was, playing football, popular to whatever standards was then, and I was happy. But then, as you go, your dream continues. The dream then was to go on to college and finish college. So you always have something out in front of you. I met the woman that changed my life. I met my wife, Kim, and I think we have the American dream right now. We live in a ranch house. It's on the water. It's different than ranch houses up north, of course. When I was a kid, we had horses. I'm on the water. We got a boat. We have 1 son between us, and I have my other 2 sons from the other marriage. We all live in the same town. Grandchildren are here. Madisen, Cole, and whereas we don't see each other all the time, the opportunity is there all the time. So I think this is the American dream, is to be able to spend time with the family, be close, and just enjoy each other.
So I was born and raised in the bar and restaurant business. My grandmother owned the place, my mother owned the place, and my father owned the place. So early age then, I became a bartender. So I went to the Navy because of the Korean War. So then I said when I get out, I didn't know what I was going to do. So I stayed down in Cuba. I worked down there 8.5 years. And after that, I got married while I was there. Came back to the United States. My wife was pregnant. So that January, she had a baby girl. And so we went to visit a friend of ours at a Maryland Fried Chicken in Sanford. So it was a pretty good idea, you know. My mother wanted to get out of the bar business anyway because she'd been in it forever. So they came down here. We opened a place on Sanford Road, right off of Federal. We were there for 30 years. And then my stepdad died. My mother was 84 at the time, and I said, it's time to go. She said, what do you mean? I said, you've been working all these 100 years, you don't need to work anymore. So we sold it. But it was probably one of the best things I ever done. You know, because it was profitable, you know. So it was kind of sort of like an American dream, you know. It hasn't changed because I watch TV a lot, you know. I see how these kids come out of college or in college and they play sports, but they're also successful in getting an education. So why should it change? That's the idea.
I'm a World War II veteran, and I was in the Normandy invasion. When I was discharged from the Navy, I began to pursue the American dream. And then I met your mother.
Grandma.
Your grandmother. Right. Your mother. And we decided to get married and raise a family.
The American dream.
And that's the American dream. We were married for 60 years. You could put 61. We were married for 61 happy years. Owning your own home and automobile. Being happily married with 2 healthy children. How has it changed? Well, I don't think it's changed. It hasn't changed.
Swinging in the backyard, pull up in your fast car.
You don't like fun? I thought fun was a good answer.
Are you getting this?
Everything you're saying.
I feel like I'm at a wedding. This is cable 25, and we're having a wonderful time.
What is my definition of the American dream? Are you filming that right now?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, stop. Turn it off.
My daughter is making certain that I get the right answers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, a dog, I guess. Gotta have a good dog.
And that's the American dream.
Very good, Grampy.
I don't know.
It's you, it's all for you.